Good evening and welcome to the Hometown News TV. I'm John Young.
And I'm Laura Young. And in this week's Hometown News, we have Harvey McKay. Look for these traits in successful team players. Tom Keene, The Good Old Days. His article this week is on crushed dreams. Dave says he shares advice on renting to own and long-term disability insurance policies. And this week is Super Bowl Sunday.
And you can check this week's paper for a lot of the local establishments that are having specials with food and drink and such, and a great spot to watch the game with other football fans. Should be a great weekend.
For this week's upcoming events, the 29th Annual Valentine's Banquet is going to be starting at 6 p.m. at Word of Life Church in Upsala. RSVPs are appreciated by February 6th. The Swanville and Sobieski Lions Club 25th Annual Fishing Contest will be held Saturday, February 24th from 12 noon to 3 p.m. on Long Lake, Swanville. There will be a public open house for the Avon community in regards to a noise barrier project. The meeting will be held on Tuesday, February 6th from 5 to 6:30 p.m. at the Avon City Hall. And now for this week's obituaries. Irma Blonigan, age 89 of Elmdale, died January 27th. Services were held Thursday, February 1st at St. Edward's Catholic Church in Elmdale. May M. Lyon, age 91 of Alexandria and formerly of Grey Eagle, died Friday, January 26th. Services were held Monday, January 29th at St. John's Evangelical Lutheran Church in Grey Eagle. Gerald J. Jerry Primus, age 64 of Melrose, died Thursday, January 25th. Services were held Thursday, February 1st at Sacred Heart Catholic Church in Freeport. Eleanor Thel, age 90 of Albany, formerly of St. Francis, died Saturday, January 27th. Services will be held at 11 a.m. Saturday, February 3rd at St. Francis of Assisi Catholic Church in St. Francis. Valerian Chubb Anthony Schwinghamber, age 88 of Avon, died Thursday, January 25th. Services were held Monday, January 29th at $7 Catholic Church in Albany. Bernice A. Sherping, age 95 of Freeport, died Monday, January 29th. Services will be held at 11:30 a.m. Friday, February 2nd at the Sacred Heart Catholic Church in Freeport. Matthew James Squira, age 50 of Rice, died Tuesday, January 23rd. Services were held Monday, January 29th at the Community Church in Holdingford. You can check out the full obituary write-ups in this week's Hometown News. For this week's birth announcements, we welcome Austin James Veldkamp. He was born January 28th to Brad and Jessica Veldkamp of Swanville. And for this week's photos, our front page photo was taken by Donna Machi of the beautiful frost that we had last Thursday. Our Minnesota Through the Lens photo was taken by Megan Sayre of a frosty snowman, which is a bird feeder, but Mother Nature did its work there also. The 6th grade Upsala boys basketball team took second place in a recent tournament. The Grey Eagles Swanville Knights of Columbus donated to the Eagles Healing Nest in Sauk Center. You can also check out the Melrose City and the Grey Eagle City Minutes in this week's Hometown News.
So one of the upcoming events is the Lions Fishing Tournament that goes on up on Long Lake. And I think for those who have never checked that out, that is one of those unique kind of small town events that you just have to check out and be part of at least once in your lifetime. You've got this end of the lake, and it's just peppered with holes as people are fishing and having parties and playing games and taking naps, and it's all going on the north end of Long Lake there. It's a great experience.
It's kind of cool because there's some people that bring couches and they kind of go in style. They go sit in comfort for about 3 hours, and some set up their little grills, and they're grilling out on there, and it's kind of a neat little family event. And when the weather is actually nice, it's actually kind of a fun little activity to attend.
Yeah, it's amazing. Even when it's not so nice, there have been some times I've gone out there and taken some pictures, and it's been pretty cold. And you still have a great turnout. The kids are huddled a little tighter when those winds are kind of going across the lake, but it's still a great time for a family outing. And the times when it's been, getting closer to this freezing point, boy, they get a lot of folks out there.
Yeah.
We mentioned in a couple of our past shows the idea that we would like to get some old postcards or old photos. And one of the types of stories we want to be sharing is one we'll be doing next week, where we're going to be talking about the Melrose, the old hotel that was in downtown Melrose. We've got some pictures and such of what it was like back in the day. Right now, there's only just a little bit of the original building is still standing, and that was involved with part of that fire last couple of summers ago. And we're going to be looking at the history of that just a little bit more. But that kind of brings us back to the point. If you've got some old postcards from around the area, we would love to get a chance to scan those in so we can use those on an upcoming show, so we can share kind of the story of the history of our area, because there's some incredible things that even as someone who's lived in the area most of our lives, we didn't even know existed. So if you've got some things, please get in contact with us. You can go to page 2 of the Hometown News newspaper, and that has all of our contact information.
And of course, this weekend with the Super Bowl coming up on Sunday, we're going to actually have kind of a cold weekend again.
That's what they were talking about. For those who are coming in from out of state, it would have been much more enjoyable if it would have been a Florida team or a Texas team that was involved with the game. But it's going to be cold. They're talking that the wind chills and such, they're probably not going to get above 0 on Sunday if there's any kind of a wind at all. So it's going to be a cold weekend.
Could be a nice little treat, because there's supposed to be some snow possibly Saturday morning. And then it's supposed to get down to like 13 below Saturday nights and kind of a cold day on Sunday. So I think it's
going to be a great day for us to basically start a fire in a fireplace, get the popcorn ready, and watch the game from the warmth of our living room.
There you go. Check out this week's Hometown News for more articles and different events that are taking place. If you're looking for a date night with Valentine's Day coming up, keep an eye out for our advertisers, because many of them have Valentine specials coming up.
Oh boy, we get to go out.
Am I your Valentine?
Could be. Depends upon if you're paying or not. Well, that'll wrap up tonight's show. Thank you for watching. I'm John Young with the Hometown News TV.
And I'm Lori Young with the Hometown News TV.
Good night.
Good night.